go. Greetings. I am Lies, and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal, and I use they, them.
And let's play a game together. I still don't know why this part of the game is so quiet when other parts are so loud. Like, I can barely hear it, and we've got the tablet up pretty loud.
Alright, it's okay. The volume changes. And then other places it gets really loud, so I'm afraid to change it.
Exactly, which is why one of those things where we have this kind of standardized volume, but I'm like, wait, we can adjust it more easily. I'm glad you could make it, Asra. You made a great excuse for me to get out of there. I mean, you look fantastic.
Lovely. Thank you, Nadia. You've done yourself as always.
I also want to see, like, the whole outfit.
I know. Actually, it's really pretty. This is one of those things where, again, like, I like the splash of much stronger color is fine more, I think, in this case. So, like, I think it's, like, to me, reminds me a little bit of, like, Nadia's white. Okay. But the thing is this goes a lot much along, like, better with the rest of the colors.
The red sash, yeah, does.
Yeah, because it's a brilliant, bright splash of color. But it's really still within the same tone range, which is why I'm like, the white just really stands out really bad to me.
It does. I also want to see what kind of shoes...
I know it's supposed to be Shonda, but I'm still like...
Asra is wearing.
Yes.
I want to see your footies. Send feet pics.
Do it!
Aye.
You are done yourself, as always. But is everything alright here? Muriel and I took something out of the forest right to this party.
Were you wearing that in the forest? Tracking? Good individual.
I get cortisone. Mind blown. You changed to come to a party.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I didn't know you did that.
Also, like, changed while coming to a party.
What? Wow. What is that? Okay, I love it. I love it when sometimes kids have that reaction to their parents where the parents finally have to dress up for something. They're like, but you look fucking cool. You're not my parent. I didn't know you could do that. What the hell? Right? And anyway.
You thought it was Lucio, but it didn't feel like him. Not really.
Not when we touched it. Yes. I've reason to believe there is another behind Lucio. Pulling all the strings.
I'm like, are we saying Nadia pegs? Is that what we're doing?
Someone else is behind Lucio instead of me.
Oh. I just remembered that.
Wow.
Wow, I got
pulling his strings. Pulling his strings from behind. So are we
making
saying
you feel like
Lucio's a bottom?
Maybe?
I think that's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. Lucio's a bottom. Okay, done.
All right.
That's supported by some fan art I've accidentally run into. Yeah. All right. Pulling his strings.
Nadia briefs us on everything we've experienced since we last saw him.
That's a lot.
That is a ton. Also a lot of running away.
So many.
The hunt in the woods, the meeting with the high priestess, the meeting with the imposter, that is.
The trying to go horse riding, the running away from your responsibilities, Julian dying and coming back from life. No, not all of that.
No, forget that.
None of that stuff.
That's really not good.
There is one final thing. This imposter. I've just gendered them. He told us that Corazon died. Could we tell the imposter was a boy? How could you tell the imposter was a boy?
Look, Nadia is speaking without speaking.
But I'm also just going at Nadia. Okay, just game. How do we tell people's pronouns? I need to know. When you can even tell a magical entity masquerading as a different magical entity's pronouns, there's gotta be a social indicator that I don't know of.
Or, again, what you have is an energetic.
Generic.
Or, no, there is a energetic.
An energy. He felt like a boy.
He felt like a boy. I project I am boy.
I am boy.
So that's also where you go, High Priestess?
High Priestess?
You feel like a boy today?
You are.
Are you our gender fluid?
High Priest.
Today?
Priest?
You're a High Priest today.
Maybe. This is strange, considering we are both standing next to them right now. Perhaps you can shed some light on the matter. I
still love that Nadia's talking without talking. My whole brain is like, oh my god, it broke.
You know, her mouth open?
Uh-huh.
It's okay.
But there's no name.
Oh, yeah, there's no name. You're right. I was going to say, yeah. No one is talking.
I'm so sorry, Cousin. You deserve to hear about the past from me and not some imposter. Corazon suddenly just sort of stiffens a little bit like, you mean you're not going to run away? Like you always do?
You won't ever answer any of my questions.
Like, honestly, like, that was the thing that I think threw me off a lot in the beginning, was, like, your character is actually actively asking more questions, or seemingly more involved, And, like, Asra was just like, fucking booking it.
Goodbye!
Goodbye!
Okay, I have run into a little comic that sort of tries to encapsulate Asra. And basically, it's somebody's little fan, magician, apprentice going, so, can you tell me about fill in the blank? And Asra going, sure, hold on just a second. And just vanishes for 6 months. Apprentice, where did he go?
I don't know. You both deserve to find out what happened that night. I just wish I remembered it. I wish I could tell you. So why are you so concerned that you wanted us to find out from you then?
If you couldn't have even told us because you don't remember...
What are you fucking talking about?
I think it's more of a, you deserve to hear it from someone who's connected to you. Not, it can happen, but that's how it should be.
But that's I would word that differently.
Yes.
That sounds really weird.
It's okay.
Because then that just is like, well, I don't remember. Like, again, it just sort of sounds like Asra not sharing
I should have been the one to tell you. Except I don't remember, so I couldn't have been. I guess.
I guess? Cortisone. Bugging shit again, are we?
Oh, that sounds more like him. Oh. You mean you don't remember either?
No, I know I did something to bring Cortisone back. A magical ritual, I think. But I don't remember what it was.
That's not the part we're worried about you remembering, sir. Actually, Asra. So, if it were me...
Hang on, that means you did actually know that you brought them back. What the fuck? Wait, you... No! You just said I don't know, and then you said you did. Fuck!
So, the only thing I remember is that I brought them back. Do you remember, like, how they died? Because it was more about, like, I died.
No, I thought it was the fact that you did die, not that it mattered about that, like, how you died. Because remember, that was the whole thing. I died? Oh my god, I died. That was all that whole thing with... Fucking what? You just said, I do remember, then you said, no, I don't remember, and then you now are saying, no, I do remember, I did actually bring them back.
But I don't know how.
But that doesn't matter. That means you could have said, fucking Asra did just run away.
Yes.
That's it. I'm like, that's all you've been doing. So it would make sense then for the beginning part of the story, where this story is like, he's going, oh my god, I have all these feelings for you, but it was really, I was running away from you because you don't remember that I brought you back because you were dead.
Yes.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I am confusion.
I am actually deeply irritated about that.
I can tell.
No!
But I'm like, we're not asking what it was.
Yeah, I don't care!
Something, but like, so we know we died and we know you brought us back. Also, do you remember why you brought us back?
Because also I'd be like, okay, then we need to be like, holy shit, you brought me back? And if we don't bring that up in this next thing, I'm gonna be mad.
Because like, why would you bring us back?
And people then not tell us.
Also, but people die all the time.
Right? All I know is that it happened here, and that you helped me, Nadia, though I don't know how.
Like here on this balcony or here in the castle?
Please tell me your main character actually has a
Ask
voice
the
for
question.
once. Because why didn't you just tell me?
Do it.
Please. You don't... You're fucking kidding me.
It's okay. The MC has no questions. Yes, I remember. There was a room. But where was it? Somewhere in the masquerade.
Which is inside your ballroom / parts of your castle, so it's not inside the masquerade, it's in parts of your castle.
Yes, somewhere...
The masquerade doesn't just build buildings.
Wait. So you mean somewhere during the masquerade we brought Corazon back to life together, and then you took them out of the castle and took them to your house?
Hang on.
Like somewhere in the masquerade this happened, because that would be during the masquerade.
Okay, so you really are going to be telling me that literally all 6 of the love interests don't have memory because they all brought you back? They all agreed to bring you back? Why you?
Except for Julian couldn't have been involved in that because he was killing the Count at the time, except for not killing the Count.
Except that he doesn't remember.
And Muriel was busy riding the elevator like Beast riding a subway train.
Yeah, no, I remember that. But I'm still just like, hang on, wait, what? Because all these people go, I don't have memories.
And like, apparently, you two don't have memories for the same reason.
And I'm just assuming nobody else has memories. I'm assuming, because the thing is these all are supposed to, if I figure out the mystery, because that's what the Arcana's ads are about, is like that they're all connected. So it is literally none of them remember.
So all of
So they all agreed to bring you back?
Or there's something else that causes the other people not to remember. Because, like, Julian, I think, doesn't remember because of the whole, I was sick as hell, hanged man, I had a fever of 106.
Yeah.
Like that, I could totally argue that one for it's magical memory loss. Actually, you just fried your brain some. It's a little of both. Okay, we're okay.
Oh, deeply, deeply magical. It's called a fever.
Yes.
Mister, I'm going to solve everything with leeches.
But yeah, like that says that you were brought back to life on the night of the masquerade when Lucio died. We exchanged your life for his. It's fine.
Great.
Wow. Okay, and it turns into like a Pushing Daisies thing where we bring you back to life and someone else has to die.
Right?
And he's like, why didn't this work? Well, you were the nearest thing.
Sorry,
you were
the hangman liked you, so...
randomly selected, it's fine. All right, somewhere in the masquerade. If we find that room again, we may remember that night. And if we remember that night... Look sideways at Corazon. Who?
We may know how Lucio plans to return this time. There's only so many ways to resurrect someone, right?
You would
Corazon
probably be the expert, sir.
stares at him. This is a joke, right?
You're asking us.
You're asking us.
Really?
You?
I mean, I've read your books.
I'm the magical tailor. I don't know what she's doing, and...
But, like, you're literally the magician and the one who brought us back with the help of other people. You at least remember that you did it, and other people helped.
And as far as I can tell, there is both no magicians really around at all, and then there's all fake magicians, and then there's also, like, performative magicians, and then there's also amazing sparkly magicians, one of which Asra is supposed to be.
Yep.
That's fine.
But only one of very, very few based on Nadia's assessment.
I'm really just like, your main character has no fucking feelings on this at all.
Yeah.
I am so irritated.
The MC
right now.
has no questions about this, has no thoughts about it, no input. Like, the MC is just like, yeah, go ahead and talk about what happened to me, I guess.
Okay.
And that you were involved. And do I remember coming back to life?
Yeah,
do I even want to try and remember coming back to life?
Does it matter?
Do I care? The MC doesn't seem like they care.
Oh, this is...
With no questions at all and no internal monologue of reaction or emotional feeling, there's no reaction.
Or is that just saying, like, you're so overwhelmed, all their voices take over your inner dialogue?
But you don't even say, like, all I can do is listen.
Yes. No, I understand that. We've both gotten mad about the first-person point of view for a while because of shit like this.
It stands to reason our uninvited guest might be lurking around in the ritual room as well. What?
Okay.
If we can find that room, we might find out what Lucio plans. It stands to reason our uninvited guest might be in that room already.
But why?
How would they get there? You offered your help before, Asra. Will you help me again?
Of course, Nadia. I meant my promise.
I said what I meant, and you heard what I said. Did I stutter? Excellent. Let us split up then and try to find this ritual room.
But you've decided now is a ritual room, which I'm deeply entertained about.
Not a room where we did a ritual, it's literally a ritual room. Like my contemplation tower, that's all it is.
Yes. Alright, Nadia, you're the naming person.
Yes.
I see in this
It's
one.
my castle, I can name things whatever I want. True.
Yeah,
accurate.
but, like, why?
Why are we splitting up to do this?
What?
Well, would you send Corazon to look for anything by themselves?
I don't know where anything
Corazon!
is.
I don't remember anything, and I've traveled this castle very, very little. I've mostly been with Nadia.
Actually, that's what I was going to say. Like, you haven't had much free time to yourself at all.
Nope.
Based on the timeline of this game and how much you literally have every single waking moment to do something and you've been exhausted and like, please.
Alright, ritual room.
Alright, do we go with
we're
Nadia?
on ourselves now.
We break ranks and re-enter the party. I spot Asra meeting up with a hulking figure hanging back by the punch bowls.
So, Muriel?
Muriel's here. Then they disappear into the crowd.
Okay, we haven't all split up.
I told you,
sent
we went with
Asra
Nadia.
somewhere.
Did you miss me going, we stay with Nadia?
Except for it didn't tell us that.
Of course it didn't. You just have to assume this is what you do. You have no opinions, you have no thoughts, you must only stay with your love interest.
But also, we will split up. And by that, you mean I'll send the two of us, we'll split into groups.
I guess.
A group of one and a group of two. Come, Corazon. I have some ideas for rooms to check.
Great. Nadia isn't able to finish her sentence as a throng of people suddenly surround us.
Why the hell would we go back into the room where people want your attention? Why?
I don't know.
It's okay. My lady, there you are! The shipmonger keeps overcharging me for shrimp. You must do something about him.
Sure. Do you know that shrimp actually used to be considered, like, trash food?
Yeah, it was like, you don't eat it unless you're too poor to get anything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that would be fun. Anyway, the woman who approaches us is opulently dressed, her hair piled high on her head and filled with diamonds.
It's formed like a bowl, and you just have diamonds poured into it.
I was about to say, also, though, wouldn't your head weigh a lot?
It might.
Filled
She's very
with
strong.
She's strong as hell. She has the beefiest neck you've ever seen.
There's a gentle tinkling sound as she rocks her head from one side to the
Nadia,
other.
you must listen to me, Nadia!
Uh-huh. Ah, Vivica. How unexpected to see you.
Again.
Another
person approaches. Their outfit, one of the complimentary ones, offered outside the palace.
Oh, poor world building. We're giving away complimentary outfits, and we know what they look like. They're demarcated in some way.
They are. Like I said, they look poor.
Uh-huh.
I betcha they look poor.
Milady, I represent the flooded district. We wanted to talk to you about our homes. Our streets are filled with sewage.
I'm like, why would you take this at the... I guess she's so inaccessible, you have to take it to the party because you have no other access to
Again,
her.
because she won't do any... It's fine. Another partygoer interrupts them. Mascara streaked down their cheeks.
We have mascara.
We've also stopped gendering people.
Uh-huh. Or all of them are they.
Yes.
We've had a bunch of non-beanies come and approach us with their grievances.
But the thing... Okay, so you'll have to forgive me. One of the reasons why I don't really believe there are any non-binaries really in this game at all is because it's not a thing that's discussed. Like, period. The game itself doesn't present it as this is what's going on. It says you can choose whatever pronouns you want, but it doesn't tell you what that means, what that's about socially. And I get that there is a thing where you got to, like, you will want to assume, but I'm also just like, the world itself has no interaction with its own world building. So it's not like it even fucking matters. Like, it just feels empty.
It just feels like a thing you can do, like naming your character.
It feels cutely performative, where you have to choose, though, to be a they, them. And you would have to know what that is. And other people go, what the fuck does that even mean? Of course I'm a boy. Or of course what?
Oh, Countess, it's awful. I spilled ice cream on my dress and now it's ruined. What are you going to do about this?
Also, I love the fact that, again, the only fucking things most of these people have to talk about is frivolous bullshit when we just had a major, massive plague that wiped out thousands of people.
I would say the flooded district is a good one, but also, again, going... You literally can't talk to a butler, you can't talk to a maid, you can't talk to a servant. Who's serving the goddamn food? Who's cleaning up the areas? Who's showing people where to go? The only person to talk to is the Countess. She has no staff whatsoever, except somehow she's hired hundreds of people. You know what you do when you're at a party and you have an accident? You look to the nearest wait staff and you ask them to help you. Like, if you spill some shit, you look for a servant of some nature.
Stop leaning.
Sorry. To clean it up for you. Sorry, I'm grumpy too. I'm like, the idea that everyone in the entire kingdom thinks that Nadia is the only person to talk to, from a grievance as big as, my entire part of the city is flooded and filled with disease from the sewage, to, I spilled ice cream on my dress, and there's nothing in between, suggests that she has, again, no staff, no servants, no nothing, and everyone understands there are zero people to talk to, despite them carrying platters of food or refilling drinks or walking around. There is a social knowledge that you cannot talk to them. Or you just don't.
I don't get it.
It's really weird.
It doesn't work for me. Again, the thing is I'm like, it would make more sense if they were hassling her about other topics like, oh my god, the poor people are here, you know, sort of thing. Well, I don't like these people. Like, you would have specific
one
class
of the poverty people, they stepped on my dress. They're over here, they smell.
Yeah, like, you could have weird shit
Isn't
stuff
there a
like
separate area for the poor people
But
to
I'm
go?
like, you have waitstaff on purpose, and I gotta tell you, usually nobility hassled the waitstaff like crazy.
Going, why did we hire all these people? You know, caterers and, you know, and performers and chefs and all these people that were out there decorating and doing all their things, if none of them are servants, if none of them perform any service, only a... I don't know, it's okay, anyway.
This is just frustrating.
About this?
Nadia looks a little taken aback. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and then addresses the stressed partygoers. I will say a word of God, and everything will be instantly solved.
Vivica, I'm quite sure you can afford the shrimpmonger's prices. And if not, simply shop somewhere else. The shrimpmonger is the only one that sells shrimp. Okay, so the guy down the street sells it for 10 cents a pound. We'll go buy from him. He's out. Then you can't buy from anyone else.
Well, too bad, then.
Medea, if your dress is ruined, please go to the second floor coat room. We have replacement costumes. As for your families, the one person and their families, I assume?
Yeah.
I promise I am establishing some new infrastructure to drain the district. Also, we don't know that person because they're poor.
We do not.
Huh,
That was you.
Okay. What about my shrimp problem? It's just as important. Please submit your request to my chamberlain, and we will deal with them accordingly to level of importance. Who's the chamberlain?
Remember? Well, no, we ran into them once.
Right, the chamberlain is an unknown character.
Yes, but it's a really non-active, basically. I'm like, what is this supposed to be? Is this, like, what is the point of this?
It is like we do have staff.
Like, the thing is
but nobody in the entire culture knows how to use them?
I guess?
Nobody knows due process? Nobody knows that you can go to the court and submit claims? Or
that you should possibly be afraid of, like, going to the Countess, or going, actually, she was the one everybody used to hassle?
Maybe when she's been asleep or incapacitated or
she
whatever
couldn't
else,
remember shit.
I was going to say, and either out for 3 years or whatever was happening during the 2 years she can't remember other than the being asleep.
Right.
Perhaps the way the courtiers were running the kingdom, it was, you can't ask anybody for anything ever, period. You have no way to file grievances, you have no way to file paperwork, you have no way to do name changes or anything legal. And so when she reappears, everyone goes, since she used to do this differently when she was here before, we assume she can do it now, but we have no one else to go to.
Which again, though, leaves me going, why then are the courtiers still running around?
I don't
know.
I'm
so fucking confused about that. I'm like, she really did diss on you in front of everyone rather politely as much as she could and go, you're basically all under house arrest, and then it seems like we haven't interacted with that at all. Mm-mm. We have completely fucking... I'm so...
Level of importance. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have some business to attend to.
There's a whole crowd of them. Nadia pulls me out of the ballroom into a less crowded hallway and rubs at her temples.
She hates this.
She hates this shit.
She hates this. I have quite a lot of work to do after we deal with the Lucio problem.
You've said this before! You said the Lucio problem! Fuck.
Also, if everyone's this desperate to talk to you, why didn't they do it at your other appearances? Why didn't they burst out from the crowd to ask you questions? Like, is there some cultural relevance to the ball itself that says, now I have permission to talk to you because you're one of us, ?
Right.
But that's not usually how balls work. They aren't usually a level playing field at all. They're usually full of classism.
Yeah.
Come, let's go this way. With luck, we'll find the ritual room tonight.
We turn down another hallway and enter a great room with 4 archways facing us, each leading to a large room beyond. I can see hints of sky, the outdoors, and smell tantalizing food.
I remember these rooms from the last masquerade, though I'm not sure why. If we check one, it may jog my memory. You don't literally know what's happening in any of those rooms because you didn't plan or schedule or arrange any of it.
That sounds like insanity. You didn't sign off on anything? Who the hell handled this? Because according to you, you had no fucking... you cannot decide if she had all the staff in the world, she had no staff, or all she had was incompetent staff.
Or if she was scheduling and running everything because she had a plan from the beginning, such as, here's where this entertainment will be, here's where that entertainment will be, here's where this other entertainment will be. It sounds like these rooms set themselves up without her. And that's not, my sisters decorated it. That's, I don't know what events are even happening in there, but I remember the same or similar events from the last ball 3 years ago and going, so someone else orchestrated something that you remember from back then?
Hang on, she said last year.
Did she say last
year?
She said
last year.
Whoops.
She said
some people do that.
No, no, and that would make sense.
Like some people say yesterday when they went to work 2 days ago, just because they're the last work day.
Yeah.
But
but I was just like,
I'll give her that. She did say last year. All right.
I mean, the thing is, so you have to also realize that when you do have memory loss issues, there is that thing going, like, time really doesn't make any sense. So us trying to, like, understand what's going on is probably incredibly counterproductive because it is supposed to be fucked up and weird. But it is also, like, I feel like it's really important to be very exact, especially, again, if you're going to say, figure out the mystery. And I'm trying to figure out what the fucking mystery is.
And there's a time frame. Forever.
I know!
Regarding regaining memories, it's not as easy as snapping my fingers.
Potter?
Well, Mr. Smith, we may need to spend some time in the room before I know for sure. But which to check first? Are we going to get 4 choices? I know. Corazon, what's your favorite season? She's playing I will choose the room based on what season you choose.
I've never thought about, like, seasons for Corazon.
Fall. It's incredibly flexible as far as clothing.
Oh, that's fair.
Like when can you wear the most versatile amounts of things?
Because fall can also be really hot. Also, okay, I'm having a weird time here. Do you all use a 4-season calendar?
Yes.
Okay, so
Apparently
you
they
have to
do.
excuse me. I'm gonna be the most annoying, obnoxious person about like cultural importance because it keeps pissing me off how much like this sounds like it's all one unified culture, and where like Nadia's going, we're from this country where it's what she said was really cold.
Something.
She said so. I don't know.
So
they tried to describe what Prakra, where she's from, is like, and I'm like, so you do realize then that people have different language, they have different seasons, they have different words, they have different shit going on. So you'd have different things because some of the stuff just literally doesn't exist.
But yeah,
in that form.
And again, none of her.
And sometimes they're like, we have 6 seasons. Some people go, we have 8 seasons. I'm like, actually, the variety of seasons is a lot.
So actually,
some people also go, we only have 2 seasons. You have the growing season or you're not.
I can't remember the name of them, but one of the indigenous Russian peoples that I've seen on TikTok, they're lovely. Was talking about how they have 8 seasons.
Yeah.
Because they basically have what we call half seasons. And so it is really, you have, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter.
Yeah.
And, those are the seasons.
And that's why I'm like, it's just, I know this is overthinking a lot of this, and it doesn't, it's not meant to.
But yes, summer, spring,
it frustrates
winter, fall,
me, especially when you're like, we're supposed to have this diverse culture.
It's very American.
Fall. My favorite season is fall.
Whatever that looks like here, because at a port town it might not be that significant, actually.
I wonder if she says this in every single one.
Somehow, I thought it might be. It suits you.
Do you know what suits me? Because I suit myself up on my own a lot.
Yes. I mean, I must. I did give you that cloth. That you fashioned into a beautiful outfit.
Thank you.
You look lovely.
Yes, I worked on it.
I know. I appreciate your efforts. I wish I had more time to appreciate them, but I'm busy panicking. I'm terribly sorry. Let us see if fall holds our answers, then.
Sure. As we enter the large room, the first thing I notice is the crunchy leaves under my feet.
So...
They are literally themed rooms after the seasons, which is not what I got at all, other than her just going, oh, I know, I'll just basically break it up either by colors or whatever her.
But also going,
like, why?
I recognize that those were things that I saw before, but I don't remember anything about them. And then it sounded like, I'll choose an arbor or cherry way to divide them, and I'll assign those in my head, not that's what they are.
Crunchy leaves under my feet. It seems like the room has been decorated like a forest clearing in the fall, full of trees and vibrant colors, which doesn't exist in all parts of the world at all, period.
Again, this is specifically so fall looks, if you even have a fall, it looks really, really different in different parts of the world.
It does.
Depending on your temperatures. Like I said, this sounds incredibly European or American. It really does.
Is that a corn? Oh my fucking god! Corn is American! Corn is American / South American. And I mean
American.
literally like the North American continent.
The entire American continent.
Motherfucker! Is that a corn maze over there? How did Nadia manage this?
She didn't, because she said she didn't. She had to have other people do it for her based on her.
Yes.
Except for she also did do it, because we've just said she did. I employed some party magic specialists to create the effects.
You had no idea what was going on in here!
I just read Corzone's mind, too, because Corzone looked at everything and went, I wonder how she managed this, and we answered the unspoken question. To create the effects. Do you like them? I don't have time to do any of this. Nobody can organize anything. I don't know what's going on, and I didn't even do the party.
I don't even know what's going
But
on.
I did this, and I planned this room specifically. If I go into those rooms, I may remember. You were in here planning this room. What? You've been in it, planning it, telling it to have these things, and hiring people specifically to do this presentation. Which one is it, Nadia?
A miniature pony trundles past me, happily chewing an apple. I recognize him from the stables. Appleberry.
What's that?
That was the tiny miniature pony that we did not pick.
That we did not ride. I still want to go back and find out what happens if you choose the pony.
I kind of do too.
I am going to go back when we are done with this route and find out what happens when you choose the freaking pony.
I'm still mad. Also, Appleberry, this is somebody who likes My Little Pony. We have Appleberry. It's fine. I pluck an apple from a nearby barrel and offer it to him. He whinnies appreciatively, then trots off, tail swishing.
He's currently munching an apple. I offer him another apple. He neighs at me and does not take the apple and walks away happily.
Because you're going, ha ha ha! I got food already.
My mouth is
You're
already
a
full.
dumb idiot.
Cortisone. Why did I just do that?
It's literally someone walking by, their mouth stuffed full of pastry. You pick up a pastry and offer it to them. Okay, thanks. Keeps walking.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what I hear.
Tail swishing. I spot Nadia speaking to a large someone hidden behind a tree.
Are you doing all right? Would you like any apples?
It's Muriel.
It's Muriel.
It's
No.
all right. Well, no, in the next one. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us.
Oh
If you
my
like
god,
what I do, please
this
feel free.
sounds so wild. Go ahead.
This really does. Please feel free, though, to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. It actually does a lot in regards to the YouTube algorithm. If you actually want to support any of your favorite channels doing so, even if you're just liking the video, we'll put a ding for them, and it actually helps a lot. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon and our Twitch. We have links in the description down below. We'd love to see you at any of those locations.
Yep.
And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!